Welcome. This is a short tutorial on creating a cash flow projection using Microsoft Excel. So when you open Microsoft Excel, it's likely to look something like this. Excel is simply a large table that you can adjust as you go through it. When you have a business cash flow, the first thing you always want to do is type the business's name, and underneath that type cash flow projection. Those are your titles, and I'll show you how to format those in a minute. In the actual table, you want to include a column, which is a vertical section for each month. So in our example,